Hello everyone. On a quiet Christmas season, far from campaign rallies and global headlines, Barack Obama reportedly faced a moment that changed him in ways no presidency ever could. Inside a private family setting, surrounded by soft lights and familiar voices, the former president was preparing for a Christmas unlike any before. This year, there was a new presence, a new life, and a role he had never played until now. Grandfather. For decades, Barack Obama lived in the public eye, his life measured by elections, speeches, and history-making decisions. But as the year drew to a close, the weight of the world faded into something far more intimate. Reports began to circulate that his eldest daughter, Malia Obama, had welcomed a baby girl. No announcement. No spotlight. Just a quiet shift that redefined everything. Barack's story has always been shaped by family and absence. Raised across cultures, with a father largely missing from his early years, he grew up learning how deeply presence matters. That lesson followed him into adulthood, into marriage, and into fatherhood. When Malia was born in 1998, he was still a young man chasing purpose, but becoming her father grounded him in ways ambition never could. As Malia grew, her childhood unfolded under extraordinary circumstances. From playgrounds guarded by Secret Service to teenage years spent inside the White House, she lived a life few could imagine. Barack and Michelle worked tirelessly to give their daughters normalcy, structure, and privacy, even as the world watched their every move. But behind the smiles, they knew the cost of fame was real. When Malia stepped into adulthood, she chose her own path. Film, creativity, and a life far from politics became her focus. She guarded her privacy fiercely, a value instilled by parents who understood how fragile peace could be. So when whispers of motherhood surfaced, it felt intentional that the moment belonged only to family. But what came next would quietly reshape Barack Obama's world. As Christmas approached, sources close to the family described a shift in the former president. Softer. More reflective. The man who once carried nuclear codes now found himself holding something far more precious. A grandchild. The holiday season, once filled with official traditions and public ceremonies, took on new meaning. This Christmas wasn't about legacy on paper. It was about legacy in flesh and blood. There was also protectiveness. The Obamas knew how quickly curiosity could turn invasive. Michelle, especially, remained firm about boundaries. This child would not grow up as a headline. She would grow up as family. And in that decision, the Obamas revealed something powerful about who they had become after the White House. For Barack, becoming a grandfather stirred memories of his own journey. The long nights he missed. The balance he struggled to maintain. The moments he wished he could redo. Now, watching his daughter step into motherhood, he saw life come full circle. It seemed like the end of one chapter. Until a new one began quietly in its place. Today, there are no official confirmations, no photos, no public statements. And that silence speaks volumes. After a lifetime of being seen, the Obamas chose something radical. Privacy. Peace. Presence. Barack Obama didn't just leave behind a presidency. He stepped into a legacy far more personal. One built not on power, but on love. And this Christmas, that may be the most meaningful title he has ever held.